Dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig
it? What's up, you zombie lovers, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer, and today I have a fabulous Spanish-Italian co-production for you. It is Jose Luis Moreno's 1973 sleazy slice of life. It is Orgy of the Living Dead, otherwise known as The Hanging Woman, and this one is just really odd. It's got a lot of mixtures of horror in there from all kinds of subgenres, but really fantastic, so let's get into the good stuff. Here is Orgy of the Living Dead. Orgy of the Living Dead, aka The Hanging Woman, is a wonderfully gothic and deliciously atmospheric Italian-Spanish horror co-production, emphasizing greatly in zombie ghoulishness. Steeped in mystery and commendably performed, this wicked oddity boasts an interesting twist on voodoo-style zombies, while offering a splendid concoction of supernatural overtones with a dash of murder mystery added into the mix for good measure. Mean-spirited, brutal, and a hell of a lot of fun. Orgy of the Living Dead is a fantastic bit of escapism that will thoroughly entertain you from beginning to end. The film follows a brash and sure-headed man named Serge Chekhov, who, after inheriting an estate from his recently departed uncle, begins to be bombarded by wild visions and ghoulish specters, all surrounded around the untimely death of his dear departed uncle and the apparent murder of his daughter. With an insane and bloodthirsty gravedigger Igor on the loose, and the local inspector determined Serge is the #1 suspect in the crime, it's up to Serge and a beautiful young woman named Doris to get to the bottom of the mystery and clear his name before the real killer strikes again and claims all of their lives. Stelvio Rossi takes on the confident and determined hero role of Serge Chekhov, the cocky do-gooder whose recent luck in inheriting a wealthy estate turns out to be anything but good. Rossi does an excellent job as the peculiar hero of the piece, mixing stereotypical good guy tropes with an off-putting swagger that borders on outrageous asshole. In simple terms, he's a bit of a dick, but in reality he's the only somewhat decent character we have in the bunch. Though he's brash and abrasive in nature, he still manages to pull some kind of sympathy from the audience by the winning moments of the film, making for an extremely unorthodox character that really adds to the unusual charm of the flick. Adding in even more flavor to this gothic wonderscape is an assortment of weird and engaging characters who all fill in this spectacle of strangeness. The standout performers are Maria Pia Conte as Countess Nadia Mahali, the sultry and sexy widow who absolutely loves to dabble in black magic; Dianica Zirakowska as Doris Driola, the painfully innocent handmaiden who pairs up with Serge to solve the mystery; Gerard Tichy as Professor Leon Driola, Doris's adoring father and innovative scientist who's working on an experiment that could change the world; Pascal Basile as the Inspector, the wily detective who's convinced that Serge is behind the rash of brutal killings; and finally Paul Naschy as Igor, the demented and warped gravedigger who's absolutely up to no good. The cast does a wonderful job with the gothic material, while still maintaining a sense of chaos and intensity to the proceedings that truly energize the entire production. Brooding and deliriously spooky is the name of the game with this stylish Italian-Spanish collaboration, as the film blends archetypal ghost story elements with decrepit Walking Dead iconography in order to create a cinematic mixture that is anything but typical. The zombies in the picture are rooted in voodoo, but established with a bit of a science fiction twist that sets it apart from the other films of the genre. The special effects work is also rather impressive, as it's simple but highly effective, and only used sparingly throughout the story. It really is the gothic nature of the movie that honestly takes center stage, and the way it's able to flip genres throughout its runtime really makes it an interesting oddity of a film. Dire, brutal, and without a doubt unhinged, the film is an absolute delight for lovers of obscure cinema. In the end, Orgy of the Living Dead is a smashing time at the movies, and one hell of a fun and decrepit experience. And there you have it, you undead maniacs. That is the fantastic and extremely entertaining Italian-Spanish production. That is Orgy of the Living Dead, aka The Hanging Woman. Just a really sensational zombie film, very, very strange and odd, and a very nice mixture of a whole bunch of different elements that really make it an amazing film. But guys, that is it for me. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I will see you crazy maniacs at the next movie review. Take care.